Good morning, friends, and welcome to Sunlight Kids Church. My name's Corey, and I'll be with you all morning. Today we're going to be talking about the story of David and Goliath. So get ready, suit up, and let's see how God shines through this story.
Hey guys, today we're going to look at the story of David and Goliath, where David becomes an unlikely hero in conquering a 9-foot Goliath with only some stones, a sling, and a faith in God that he is the real hero. And that's going to lead us to today's activity where we're going to make our own sling and stones. Come on, let's do it. All you need in order to do our craft today is a piece of paper, a rubber band, and a pair of scissors and an adult to help you use them. Here's what you do. Move the rubber band to the side. Cut the piece of paper in half once, and then each of the halves in half as well. Then set 3 of them off to the side. Focus on one. Do a tight fold. Again, 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 and all the way until the fact that you've rolled the entire piece of paper. Then smooth it out, and for the last fold, you're going to fold it to look like an A, just like that. Afterwards, you're going to do the same thing with these other pieces of paper. Now, once you have your 3 paper stones, you're going to take the rubber band between your thumb and your finger, put your stone in the sling, and fire it right toward Goliath. The story starts off with the giant Goliath mocking the nation of Israel. Goliath was 9 feet tall and very strong. On top of that, he had a shield. No, not a yield, a shield. And also, he had a sword. Now you're not even trying. A sword. Yeah, there it is. That's good. Israel was very scared of Goliath, and they couldn't find anyone who was willing to fight him. Every day, Goliath would mock the Israelites, and there was nothing they could do about it.
Then one day, David came along and volunteered to fight Goliath. Now, David was much younger than all of Israel's warriors. In fact, David wasn't a warrior at all. He was a shepherd. This made him a very unlikely hero. But David knew that you are never too young or too small to be used by God. Plus, David had something Goliath didn't. David had God on his side. So David went out to fight Goliath. David said, "Goliath, you may have a sword and a shield, and you might be bigger and stronger than me, but I have God on my side, and God is going to give me the victory." So David took one of his stones and put it in the sling and hurled it at Goliath. And sure enough, Goliath fell. David had conquered Goliath. God gave David the victory.
Wow, what a great story. Did you know that the entire Bible is all about Jesus, including this story? How is this story about Jesus? I'm glad you asked. You and I had an enemy of our own, just like David. Our enemy is sin, and God knew that we couldn't handle our enemy by ourselves, so he sent Jesus to handle and fight our enemy for us. God took Jesus and put all of our sins on him and punished him in our place. And so when Jesus rose again 3 days later, it proved that our biggest enemies, sin and death, were gone. They had been defeated. And for those of us who put our faith in Jesus, the victory is already ours. That reminds me of this week's Bible memory verse.
Romans 8:37 says, "We are more than conquerors through him who loved us."
Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. First things first, got the belt of truth. Ayo, ayo. Put on my boots, gotta tell the good news. Ayo, ayo. The armor of God and the shield of faith. Got my sword and my helmet, now it's time to pray. Ayo, ayo. I put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. I put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. First things first, you got the belt of truth. Ayo, ayo. Put on my boots, I gotta tell the good news. Ayo, ayo. The armor of God and the shield of faith. Ayo, ayo. Got my sword and my helmet, now it's time to pray. Ayo, ayo. Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. Now in faith we can stand, stand, stand against every evil plan, plan, plan. Now it's time to be strong, strong, strong. He has won. Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God.
I hope you guys had fun this morning. And don't forget, no matter what happens this week, God is always your hero. See you guys soon.